Hi, I'm Tim Tuller, Canon for Music at St. John's Cathedral, with a couple of words about the music for this Sunday, April 6th. We're getting quite late into Lent now, and it's just one more Sunday until Palm Sunday is upon us. And this Sunday, we're going to have as our prelude a piece entitled O Mensch, bewein dein Sünde groß. That is a German sentence that basically translates to, O man, bewail thy grievous sin, by J.S. Bach. Now, in spite of that harsh title, it is actually one of Bach's very most melodic and lyrical pieces that he ever wrote for organ. It's a short piece, it's only 2 pages long, and it's taken from a collection called the Orgelbüchlein, which translates as Little Organ Book. It was one actually of the few pieces of Bach's organ music that was actually published during his lifetime. And it is basically a compendium of pieces that are meant for various seasons of the church year. You've got Easter pieces, Lenten pieces, Advent pieces, and so on and so forth. And the pieces are usually very short, maybe a page or 2 long usually, and they run over a great variety of styles. But this particular piece, I think, is the standout from the entire collection. There's really nowhere that I know of in all the hundreds of works that Bach wrote where he got more touchingly melodic than he did in this piece. Our offertory anthem this Sunday is a setting of Go to Dark Gethsemane by the British composer T. Tertius Noble. Noble was born and raised in England, and he held some very important English church jobs. He was the organist choir director at Ely Cathedral for a time, and also at the York Minster Cathedral. And so he had some very high-level positions there. And in 1913, he emigrated to the United States and founded the St. Thomas Choir School in New York City at St. Thomas Fifth Avenue. So he's very important that way. And this current piece, the Go to Dark Gethsemane, it's a setting of words by James Montgomery, and it was published in 1918, so a few years after he came to America. You'll be familiar with the hymn, Go to Dark Gethsemane, which we have in our hymnal and sing each year during Holy Week. However, the tune that Noble uses is his own. It's an original tune, and it has nothing to do with the tune that you might be familiar with from the hymnal. Our postlude this Sunday is entitled simply Postlude in G minor by the English composer Charles Villiers Stanford. Stanford was extremely important in really raising the standards of English church music and English music in general in the late 19th century, along with his colleagues Edward Elgar and C. Hubert H. Parry. Stanford was actually Irish by birth, but we usually consider him an English composer today because his music is very much in the English tradition, and especially his church music is an absolute cornerstone of the Anglican repertoire. He's less well known for his solo organ music, and it is a mixed bag. It, generally speaking, is not quite as high quality as his choral music, but there are some exceptions. And oddly enough, there are 2 collections called 6 Short Preludes and Postludes. A very, very unassuming title, which actually contains some of his best organ music. Most of them are very short, although some of them are not too short. The particular one I'm playing this week is quite short, but it does pack quite the punch nonetheless. I hope you enjoy the music this Sunday.